So I'm thinking a little bit about life, as you do, and it surprises me a little bit because it doesn't seem to have a goal that makes much sense. I've only looked at this for a little while, but it seems as if life is just about living. There isn't an aim or a purpose that makes any sense. I can't identify anything to achieve except to make more life, to help continue the life process for your children. So life does seem to be about maintaining life and generating more life and making life comfortable and interesting. So it seems obvious that life is just about making more life and enjoying yourself. And for some reason, I'm finding that inadequate. It just seems like there's a lot of effort, a lot of things need to be in place to make life possible, to make life work. And it seems irrational, it seems crazy for so much organization to be in place to make life possible just for the sake of it. But I'm also thinking that's not sensible to be thinking there's some supreme being. I'm not thinking along those lines. I am, however, thinking that maybe I'm missing something about what life is and what life does. And I'm missing something about the why of life. For some reason, part of me is thinking there should be some reason behind life. I'm not satisfied with life just being incidental and life just being there and that's the end of it. It seems that there's so much organization to make life possible. It seems it must be part of some plan of some kind. Not necessarily any kind of supreme being. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that life seems too complex to be just incidental. It seems there's too much going on to make life possible. For life to be just some afterthought or some incidental thing doing its thing, not serving any purpose. But at the same time, to me, it's obviously crazy to think that it's part of some plan or anything. I'm just thinking that it seems not likely for life to be just an accident, for life to be incidental and just ordinary. But I'm definitely not inclined to think it's part of some plan either. So I'm a bit stuck about what life is and how it could be possible. So I don't believe in any kind of supreme being. So what am I left with? I'm left with humanity and the whole solar system and even the whole universe. I'm thinking that if life is just incidental, just an accident and it's just there for no reason, then there's bound to be other life out there. That seems almost definite. I mean, I say almost definite, I think it is definite that there is other life out there. And then we get into the whole business of meeting aliens, and that definitely won't be pretty, however it happens. For some reason, there is an inclination within people to think that life serves a purpose. It's that kind of thinking that led to the creation of a god and an afterlife and all that business. Basically, us humans think that life is important and valuable and significant in some way. But I am wondering if maybe life isn't very significant. Maybe life is just ordinary and incidental and not worth anything. Maybe there are other things greater than life that are more significant, more complex, and so life doesn't rate in comparison with that stuff. It could be like we are bugs or something, like cockroaches, and there's other life out there that's far more complex than us, more significant. So I'm wondering if the whole human race is just like bugs. I don't think I said that wrong, but you get what I mean. Maybe we're the equivalent of an ant hill or something. Maybe the whole earth is just like a home for bugs. So it could be that humanity isn't important at all. Well, we think a lot of ourselves. And we think, on a big scale. That's why we think there's an afterlife and everything. Because we think that we shouldn't die because we're so important. But I'm wondering how we compare to what important can be. So in other words, where does humanity rate on the scale of importance? On Earth, humanity thinks a lot of itself, and we're quite happy to wipe out other creatures pretty much without a second thought. We have no concern for these other creatures. And I'm wondering if there is some alien species out there that would regard humanity in the same way. The same way we regard cockroaches or rabbits or hedgehogs. Maybe there's an alien species out there that's way more advanced than us, and they'll look on us as if we were hedgehogs. We might not matter to them at all. As I said, we think a lot of ourselves, but considering the universe is apparently infinite, and assuming there are other life forms out there, and the universe will last forever, there's bound to be other life forms out there. And that means that some of them could be way more advanced than us. So I'm wondering where humanity fits in the pecking order of complexity or whatever. I can't remember how long humanity's been around. I think it's a couple of 100,000 years. Or maybe I'm really wrong and it's been a couple of million years. I don't know, but however long it is, it's not as long as the universe has been around. And so there are other aliens around, and they've been around for a lot longer than us. And we'll possibly bump into them one day. But they might look upon us as if we're ants. We're insignificant and don't matter. And that's really weird, but I think it's almost definitely true. Humanity probably doesn't matter compared to the aliens out there. It's weird to appreciate this.